If you're thinking about getting a pet this holiday season, experts say there's a lot to consider this time of year.
Get up there, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Dog trainer Whit Gray stopped by the Good Day Atlanta studios with his 3-year-old lab, Chapo.
The next thing we have are lights, obviously.
He shared timely tips on how to navigate the hectic holiday season with a family pet and the pros and cons of bringing a new pup into the home.
It's definitely going to take a lot of time commitment from you. It's also going to take a financial commitment. And some of the things that people do not take into consideration is that it definitely can take an emotional commitment from you.
And no matter how strong your desire, Gray says pet ownership comes with a great deal of responsibility.
We want to make sure that we're getting vet visits in and just maintaining the dog and brushing them and keeping their toes clean and stuff of that nature, which can definitely be time consuming.
Beard encourages anyone interested in adding a dog to the family to consider a rescue animal.
Once you meet the pet, we just have a really in-depth conversation, make sure this is the right animal for you, this is a good decision. All of our animals come spayed or neutered, all their vaccines, all their yearly tests, all that kind of stuff.
And if you do go that route, Shoemaker says it's important to give the animal time to adjust to its new surroundings.
So imagine being in a space where you didn't get to choose what you were doing all the time. You had to go to the bathroom during certain times. You weren't really sure how much interaction you were going to have throughout the day. So a lot of times when these pets get home, they just need a little bit of time. Some of them don't need any time at all. They're immediately ready to go and so excited to be at home. But sometimes there is an adjustment, and it usually just takes a few days. Sometimes it can take a little bit longer depending on what's going on. I would always recommend to work with a behavior specialist, an expert.
Selecting the best breed for your family dynamic will go a long way to ensure a smooth transition.
The type of dog that you want to have, it just really depends on whether you have a lot of family members. You might want a family-friendly dog, maybe not one of the more aggressive type dogs. Some of the more family-oriented dogs would be something like a golden doodle or a poodle or something like that, something a little bit more docile. Some people, if they live by themselves and maybe they travel a lot, they might want a smaller dog, like a toy poodle, or like me, I have a Havanese.
Selecting the right dog is just part of the equation. Investing in training lessons when you bring a new pet into the home is also important.
The commitment can definitely be a huge commitment. You're raising a dog. Unfortunately, they have innate behaviors, things that they love to just do on their own, whether you're there or not. And we want to be able to control those behaviors. We're not trying to have the dog where they're like a robot, but we do want the dog to control some of the behaviors that might be bad.
So you've weighed the pros and cons and decided to get a new dog, but not sure it's a good idea over the holidays? Trey says, go for it.
This is a great time that you can see all of those bad behaviors that the dog is going to do and get rid of them, because everybody's at home and everybody's able to interact with the dog and have fun with the dog. And that's what we want. We get the dog because we want to have fun with the dog. And so that's the time, that's a great time during the holidays to get a dog.
Well, whether it's adopting a dog or cat or supporting your area animal shelters or rescue groups or simply being a responsible pet owner, there are things we can all do to help our pet population. Thanks for watching this Deidre Dukes special report.